CRIEnglish.com, connecting China with the world.
What do these mushrooms, this woman in Sichuan province, and these red doors in Beijing have in common? They are all connected via Wokai, an American microfinance firm based in China's capital city. Mushroom farmer Fu Yanjun used to make $150 a month in a factory. Then, a small loan from donors all over the world changed her life completely. But why give money to one of the most booming economies in the world?
Well, in the rural areas in China, there's not a lot of resources for people who don't have collateral or who don't have the literary skills to be able to launch their businesses or be able to make any kind of sustainable strides in their small businesses. So there's a real need for microfinance as a model to be able to give people enough loan capital to start their businesses. And a lot of times they are not able to go to a bank because they don't have the literary or business plan skills or collateral to be able to go there. And they also don't want to be able to go to loan sharks where the interest prices are exorbitant and they can really end up being really in trouble if they take a loan from that kind of avenue. So our field partners on the ground have been working for a long time, over 15 years, to be able to provide sustainable loans to these people. So we were able to partner with them, be able to support them. And then the person-to-person side of it is that with our lending platform, we're able to connect borrowers with contributors around the world to really start building good relationships between people who are able to give, ordinary people who are able, and then people who really need that and then can also pay it back.
And the concept seems to work. So far, Wokai has funded 350 rural Chinese people's projects, with over 1,300 contributors and a total amount raised of $181,845.
Microfinance is a kind of new topic, and we NGOs are the pioneers, or the NGOs are the front line of microfinance. So we need to some microfinance models are developing through these experiments, if you work in an international organization like Wokai, you can get the concepts, new models and ideas of how do they do microfinance in areas in the world. So I think that will be very important.
Donors can choose which project to fund, giving as little as $10 to help their business grow. But how does it work? Wokai uses field workers who choose the loan candidates.
They have loan criteria of people who are, they're looking for people who are invested in the community, connected to all of their neighbors in their village, to be in a secure place. They analyze their business plan and make sure that it's a plan that's going to work before they're able to give them the money. And they go through all of their loan applications. They go to where their work site and their home is to be able to assess the situation. And then they're able to upload that borrower profile, which I can show you on the website. They upload the profile to the website with the story of the person, what they're going to use their money for, about their family, about their life experience, so that contributors can choose the borrower that they feel most connected to.
Usually, farmers get loans from big banks that are charging steep interest rates. Wokai doesn't charge any interest. They say that their default rate so far is less than 1%, and they've just recently started cooperating with CPWF. Working with Chinese partners on the ground, the former mainly external foreign help has now become a community thing.
So until this past year, until June of 2011, we weren't able to fundraise in China. So all of our support was from outside of China. However, we were working really hard to partner with a foundation here, CPWF, the China People's Welfare Foundation, to be able to fundraise RMB. So since then, we're kind of trying to break into the Chinese market of charity and trying to connect urban givers to people who need help in rural areas. So we are still primarily working with a contributor base from outside of China, but we're trying to work in more Chinese givers so they can be a part of it and help. So it's not necessarily that they hear about Wokai and they want to be a part of it. It's that they hear really good things in their community about our field partners and the work that they do to support small businesses and to give loans. Our loan officers there show a lot of support to be able to help people get the loans that they need and then to help coach them through the repayment process. So a lot of them, it's all word of mouth in the rural areas of hearing about people who got a loan, and that's how their business got started. And then they go to the field partner to try to be a part of it.
Fu, the mushroom farmer, has turned her original $600 loan into almost $15,000 and can now send her children to better schools. A Chinese-American success story.